Hey everybody, I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. We're coming at you again today with another G.I. Joe toy review. Today we're looking at the Rise of Cobra line Cobra Commander figure. This is basically that doctor version of Cobra Commander from the first film, and it's got some interesting stuff going on in here. So I'm kind of anxious to look at it a little bit more close up and see how it holds up with all the rest of these that we've had so far. So stick with us and we'll do just that. This is Cobra Commander, the crazy doctor guy from the movie The Rise of Cobra. You can see the card art here is pretty nicely detailed. Some really cool artwork there. The actual design of this figure is just kind of extremely crazy looking. Don't really know how well I'm liking the clear face mask thing and the weird skeleton looking thing. I don't know. It worked okay in the movie, not as well as I would have liked. It's definitely a departure from the traditional Cobra Commander look. Back of the card. File card, characters at the bottom, standard stuff we've seen in the past. There is a lot of cool things going on here, but let's go ahead and open this thing up and free Cobra Commander. See if I can do this without chopping my arm off. Recycling material, as always. Feel free to do whatever you want to with it. Let's take a look at the insert here and see what they sent us this time. We have the Cobra Night Raven. This is actually a pretty cool looking poster. It does justice to that vehicle. Then on the back, again, we've just got the regular product placement-y stuff for all the other stuff you could buy in the line. So, I do like the poster though. The figure itself, we have this crazy action feature weapon thing. This one actually halfway makes sense at least. It's, we'll look at it a little closer, but not the worst one I've seen. And we've got the Cobra Commander figure himself. We've got his more or less traditional pistol. Some kind of hand scanner device. A crazy snake. And the figure stand. This is everything that it comes with. I will point out that there is this crazy looking big needle thing, injector mechanism. That's also one of his accessories that was in his hand. But yeah, here's everything you get in the set. So we'll go ahead and zoom in now and take a closer look. Taking a closer look now, you can see, let's start with the crazy action feature weapon here. It looks very much like one of those crazy experimental weapons, like a big old needle that shoots nanomite stuff. Fairly interesting design, to be honest with you. This big red button on the top is the firing mechanism. It works pretty well. So since the character is supposed to be the crazy doctor guy that's injecting everybody with crazy stuff, this gun actually makes sense. It's just a little weird. It's like a shoulder cannon thing. So, kind of cool, but I'm not really a big fan of these big weapony things. So, anyways, it's a cool looking thing. It works pretty well for what it is, but it's the least interesting part of this entire package for me, so I'm probably just going to ignore it, but it is there. We also have this smaller injector device. Pretty nice detail on it. Again, it does fit with the overall theme that we're going for here. We've essentially got the traditional Cobra Commander pistol here, except it doesn't have the tab attachment on it for attaching to his back. And we've got a crazy hand scanner device here. It's got some decent detail work on it, but it all is solid colored. Nothing special. And this crazy snake. This big old cobra thing. It is mostly a pretty cool thing. Flexible enough so you can do some crazy stuff with it. It doesn't have to always be in the standing position. You can kind of stretch it out and whatever. Nice little touch, but I don't really know how well it works in context here. We also have the traditional figure stand here from the movie line. Cobra Commander, the dog tag version, and it does have the Cobra symbol on it there, so I do like these particular figure stands. They are nice, but anyways, we'll move that to the side. And now we'll take a look at the figure itself. I don't know how well the detail of this shows up, but on the jacket itself has a lot of texture added to it, and it really stands out, and it's really nice looking. It's probably one of the better jackets that I've seen in this line, and it just works really well. So very cool. Does have the nice Cobra symbol here on the side pocket, so plus for that. Detail in the entire figure is really well done. You've got all the little doodads here on his chest piece and all that stuff, and this mask has all the real fine, intricate detail going on. Can't really see too much underneath that mask, and I don't think it's supposed to come off. I'll try here. I think it's glued in place. I guess you can pry it off a little bit, but it's not coming off easily, that's for sure. So I'll just assume it's not supposed to come off, so we don't get to look to see what he is underneath there. He's kind of scary enough without looking, I guess. I'm imagining Freddy Krueger under that. Anyways, articulation. The head does rotate 360 degrees and pops off like that. Shoulder articulation is the standard shoulder joints, standard elbow joints, and just a swivel at the wrist. No rocker motion on it. Getting some nice detail work there. Some kind of cable thing coming out of his arm. Waist, traditional joint there. Standard T-hook at the hip joints. The coattails aren't really inhibiting anything, so lots of good free motion. Double knee joint, and the traditional rocker swivel at the ankles. So all in all, really nice articulation on this figure. It looks really nice, to be honest with you. It looks a lot nicer than I was expecting, to be honest. It is a little bit plain, and it's, again, very much a departure from the traditional Cobra Commander that we've seen in the past, but it does work really well. So, kudos on that. One thing I will point out here, on the sides of his legs, he does have a couple of peg holes. That is for his weapons, so you can take like this hand scanner and peg it in to the side of his leg. mostly. Gonna have to force it in there a little bit, but he can attach the hand scanner and swivel around to the other side, and you've got a place to put this really big hypodermic needle. And again, that just snaps in place right there. And so he can walk around with all these accessories, take his crazy pistol, and he can go around shooting people and then inject them with nanites. So all in all, really good figure, to be honest with you. I really like this thing. Again, not crazy about the overall design of the Cobra Commander in this particular iteration, but the figure representation is spot on. They did a really good job here with this. So, yeah, I like it. It's really awesome. Add the crazy snake here and the crazy big nanite cannon thing. And yeah, this is really a lot better than I was expecting, to be honest with you. So I would say actually just pick this thing up if you haven't already. It's definitely interesting enough to keep me coming back to it. So yeah. That's it for our review today. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, feel free to drop some comments down below. Subscribe to our channel, like us, feel free to share it with others if you think it's worth sharing. Till next time, Yo Joe.